Hi, I'm Steve Rowe, CEO at Oaknoll. I'm recording this video the afternoon of Thursday, October 2nd. It should be uploaded and available to you sometime on Friday, October 3rd. Thanks to Taylor Wheeler and Retha Haas for recording the last couple of weeks. I'm going to start with something that both Taylor and Retha mentioned in their updates, but this is the first time that I have recorded since the state surveyors were here to do their annual inspection. And that is a process that happens about once a year, sometimes a little bit less than a year, sometimes a little bit more than a year, but on average it should be an annual occurrence where inspectors come in from the state's Department of Inspections, Appeals, and Licensing, and really look at the environment and the care that we're providing for all of our licensed nursing beds. This was the first time that the 1201 building had been surveyed. It had just been open for about 2 or 3 weeks when the surveyors came in, and I happened to run into them. It's like as they had just left that building and I was walking across the street to the Spring building, I ran into them, and they were so complimentary of what they saw with our new building. And the ultimate result was that we had a deficiency-free survey, which is the best outcome that is possible. So they get paid to go in and try to find something that is wrong in what you are doing, and they found nothing wrong. So that was great, the very best outcome possible. And in 26 years that I've been at Oaknoll, I think this is only like the 3rd or 4th deficiency-free survey that we've had. So usually they find something, oftentimes it's just a minor thing that's easily fixable, but it's great when they don't find anything at all, and we really need to celebrate that. So I want to spend special thanks to our nursing leadership and to all of the caregivers in our health center, the nurses and CNAs and rehab aides and dining services staff and recreation staff. All of them made that deficiency-free survey possible. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Great outcome, and we shouldn't have to worry about state surveyors being in our building for another year now, which is always a good relief. I also wanted to mention, and Retha mentioned this last week, but we are noted in Newsweek for being one of the top nursing homes in the country, which is a nice recognition. That has been online for at least a week now, and it is supposed to be in the October 10th print edition of Newsweek. So you may want to look for that. We'll probably try to find a copy and hold on to it for that recognition. I want to thank everybody who participated in the Healthy State Walk yesterday. It was another beautiful day, and we had lots of residents from the health center and from assisted living. So thank you to residents, to family members, to our staff members for participating in that walk. We must have been quite a sight yesterday afternoon for any of the cars driving along on Benton Street. But it was just a perfect day, great weather for it, and I want to thank you for participating. Want to provide a quick update on, or just a reminder on the COVID and flu shot vaccine clinics that are coming up next Tuesday, October 7th. They will be doing shots for our health center and assisted living residents in the morning, and then from 12 to noon in the Hayden Community Room at the main campus. They will be holding that clinic. Then they'll move over to the East Campus, and from 3 to 4 p.m. they will be in the Oaknoll East Community Room. Remember, if you are interested in getting that shot, the vaccines, to show up with your Medicare card so that they can do their proper billing for administering the vaccines. And it's great. And thank you to Taylor and Sarah for getting that arranged for us. We currently have one COVID positive resident within the community that we're aware of. That person is isolating in their assisted living apartment for a few more days. We don't know for sure how they got exposed, but we also don't believe there was any risk of exposure to any other residents. So that's the only one that we know of, and hopefully we can get that person feeling better and not have to talk about that next week when we do the update. In last week's update, Retha reported on the screen porch that work would be starting soon. If you've been down on level 3 of the central building, the far north end, you can see that the work is in progress. We had hoped that they would be done by the end of this week. It still looks like it might be possible, but work is definitely happening there. So hopefully soon we will be able to enjoy a nice new screen porch for at least a couple of months before the snow flies. And I want to give another update on the pool. Domino effect of pool issues just continues. We have the initial issue that shut down the pool resolved. That equipment is in and running. But as that was happening, the heat exchange failed. And so our heater, we're just not able to heat the pool up to the temperatures that we are used to. Adam has been checking temperature and posting that on the locker room door every day this week. I saw it was 75 on Monday. It's been 77 the last 2 days, which might be okay. The water is certainly okay to be in, but the temperature is probably too cold for most of us to enjoy that comfortably. The spa is open, so if you'd like to sit in the hot tubs, like that is up at normal temperature, and the water in there is fine. So just keep that in mind as an option. If you need to get in the water, the spa is open, and the heat exchange is ordered. We're waiting for it to arrive, and as soon as it has arrived, we will get it installed just as quickly as possible so that we can get the heat back up to the normal level and you can enjoy being in our pool again. We are in process of getting additional quotes for the retaining wall in the assisted living courtyard. We had 2 quotes, and I shared those 2 quotes with our board at the board meeting last Wednesday morning. Pretty expensive. The least expensive of the 2 quotes was $455,000. And before I spent that much money signing off on one, I just wanted to make sure that the board was aware of this huge expenditure. It is the original retaining wall back from when the building was built in 1966. So it's almost 60 years old and clearly has failed, and the fix just is not cheap. After we talked about it in the board, there were a couple of board members who came up to me after the meeting and had some ideas for other firms that we might want to contact, and we did that. We've received one other quote, which is significantly less than the $455,000. It's still a lot of money, but it's less, and I am hopeful of receiving 2 more quotes before the end of tomorrow. We would really like to make a decision with who we're going with tomorrow and get to that firm so that they can start planning. At least 2 of the companies that we've talked with have indicated that they could get it done yet this fall. It's probably about a 2-month project is what I'm told. So there will be a lot of work and a lot of activity happening down in that courtyard. So if you live in the area, there will be something interesting to watch, but it is a ton of money, and we just wanted to make sure that we're getting the best deal possible. So that is what's happening with the retaining wall. I think that's it for what I have this week. We don't have an Iowa football game this Saturday. It's their bye week, so it's going to feel a little bit strange not having Iowa football over the weekend, but I'm sure we'll all find something else to do. Hope you're doing well, and I will talk with you again in 3 weeks. Take care.